Okay, now we're going into circles. So I have drawn my beautiful circle here that I traced. I'm not that talented. And then we're just going to jump into some key terms. So circumference is the distance around the circle, or you could call it the perimeter of the circle because it's just that distance around the whole thing, just like a perimeter would be for a rectangle. Drawing some lines here from the center to the outside of the circle, and that is defined as the radius. I'm writing it there, distance from the center to the outside, and now we are going to go ahead and grab some scissors and cut it up. So I just first cut the circle completely out, and then I went ahead and cut it into halves, then into fourths, and then finally I cut it into eighths. I know it's a little bit messy when it gets to eighths, but come on, it's hard to keep it circular. So from that point, I'm going to go ahead and start aligning it. Here I am just trying to make it as much into a rectangle as I can. I know I'm kind of going outside of the frame of the camera. It was hard to get it all focused and try to fit it in the frame as well. But here you can see that I've kind of somewhat got it into a rectangular shape. I know that the outsides are a little bit curved, but it'll all kind of make sense after I go over the formula and where I went from there. So I went ahead and put those little slices onto a notebook paper, and I'm just showing you that the top is half of the original circumference. There are 4 places to the base when there was 8 original pieces, so I'm just showing that that is half of the original circumference. And then of course the height is going to be the radius, which is just that distance from the middle of the circle to the outside. What I'm showing you now is that we'd like to try to keep our variables the same. So I'm going to change the C to hopefully make it into an R. So this is just going back to one of the previous videos and what I mentioned in the writing assignment that we did find with the miscellaneous circle project, that the formula for circumference can be C2 R times pi. And another way to write that would just be 2 pi r. So now what I am writing at the top there is just again taking the half of the C, and we're just replacing C with the 2 pi r formula that does equal C, and then we're multiplying it by our height, which is r. So really I'm just doing base times height, C times r, half of C times r, but I just changed the C to be 2 pi r. And then what I'm showing here is 1/2 times 2 is going to cancel out. So it'll just be pi r squared, and that's going to be the area for your circle.